Hey y'all, today is Tuesday, April the 15th. It's 6:30 and I've been wanting some bread pudding. Been wanting it for a long time. And I've made bread pudding in the past. I never thought it came out very good. So I've been watching bread pudding videos all afternoon, trying to find, different ideas and everything. So I'm gonna kind of make this from several different recipes that I've seen and put in there what I would like to have. So here we go. I'm going to start off with 2 eggs. I'm basing this on a baked egg custard recipe that I got from Celebrating Appalachia. Appalachia. Uh, she's, I'll link her video below. Okay, 2 eggs, and I melted 2 tablespoons of butter to coat the sides of my little pan here. I'm just going to pour that in. Okay. I'm going to add 2 cups of milk, to which I have added vanilla, like a teaspoon or so. And then the recipe for this baked egg custard calls for 1/4 of a cup of sugar. Now, some of the recipes I watched, they had a 1/2 cup, 3/4 of a cup. Uh, one of them had sweetened condensed milk in there. And I didn't want it to be sweet. I don't mind a little bit of sugar. I'm not opposed to sugar. Let's see, it called for 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Okay, I'll put in a little nutmeg. Okay, and I'm going to put in a little bit of cinnamon. I'll use this 1/8 of a teaspoon and just pile it up there, so it's maybe a 1/2 a teaspoon or 1/4, I don't really know. And let me get a bigger scoop here. I'm going to put in cardamon. I really am liking the flavor of cardamon. Okay. Now, let me just beat all that together and get those eggs whipped up pretty good. I read one thing that said if your eggs are not beaten good enough in your bread pudding, that the eggs will end up, they won't look scrambled, but it'll have the flavor of scrambled eggs. So let me get this whipped up good. Eggs, sugar, milk, salt, vanilla, and the seasonings. Okay, now I'm going to put in what's left of my shortcake. I've been nibbling on it. When I just wanted a little something to eat, I just came in here and grabbed up some. So it's been in the refrigerator for a couple of days. What you want when you're making bread pudding is stale bread. That makes the best bread pudding. You can use any kind of bread. Some people use biscuits, croissants. Some people have used donuts, sandwich bread. It just needs to be stale bread. And brioche would be good. Let's see, let me get it. And I have some raisins here. It's about a 1/2 a cup. I found I had some. It's a orange liqueur that my sister had given me. I had about a tablespoon of it. And so I soaked my raisins in the orange liqueur. And then that made me think, oh, I ought to put some kind of orange in my bread pudding. So I'm going to use orange zest. I've washed my orange. And I can't tell you how much it is because I'm just going to do the orange. So how much this big orange makes is how much I'll use. Okay, I'll stop there because my arm's getting tired. Okay. Stir that around a little bit. Okay. Put my raisins in. You know, you could leave the raisins out. Or if you don't like raisins, you know, maybe you could just put like 1/4 of a cup, but I like raisins. Okay. And that's what it's looking like. Okay. Now I'm going to put this mixture over that. Now I'm going to let this sit and soak for a little bit so that um, shortcake can soak up all the wet mixture. I don't know how long I'll let it sit. Let me see what time it is. It is 6:41, so I'll let you know how long I let it soak. Okay, it's 7:05, so it's been soaking for about 25 minutes. So I'm going to go and put it in the air fryer on bake and bake it for around 30 minutes. And when it's ready, I'll be back. Okay, I let the bread pudding bake for 25 minutes. This is what it looks like. Now I'm going to put it on my Air and let it cool off a little bit. And I'm going to make a little light icing to go on it. Okay, the icing I'm going to make, I'm going to use powdered sugar. I'll have a heaping 1/4 of a teaspoon. Put in a little vanilla. And I'm going to juice probably half of this orange. A little bit of that juice in there. Let me see if that's enough, or do I need to make more? Okay, let's see if this is enough, or do I need to make more? I guess that is subject to if you really like lots of, you know, icing on there or not. think that'd probably be enough. Okay, it's very hot. I'm going to let it cool before I try it. Okay, here it is. I thought it was a little bit loose, so I'm going to put it back in there and let it bake for 15 more minutes. I had let it bake for 25 minutes, and I think it needs a little more bacon. I tasted it. Oh, I think I've got it. I love that cardamom and the orange. It's really good. Mm. And I know in the past I've put raisins in my bread pudding, but I didn't soak them. So I soaked them this time, and so they're softer. They're not hard, but the flavor, I'm so glad I put the orange zest in there. And that little bit of powdered sugar with the vanilla and orange juice was really good. And the orange that I used to, squeeze the juice, I put it in the refrigerator. I'll eat it later. I'm not wasting that. It's still good. Mmm, that's really good. And it's not real sweet. It'd be really good for breakfast. Mm. You could put pecans in here. Mm, mm, I'm happy. Okay, I'm gonna let that bake, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. We'll see if there's a difference in how it looks, or it may be better, more browned. So we'll see. Okay, y'all. I'll let it cook for 15 more minutes. It's much uh, browner on the top, and I think it firmed up a little bit. Of course, it's a little bit loose because it's still hot, but let's see here. Let me try a bite the second time. Mm. It is just so good. I can't believe after all these years I've perfected my uh, bread pudding recipe. I'm just really, really happy with it. The flavor of the cardamom and the orange and the raisins, and it's not real sweet. It's just, I'm so happy. I think I'll have this for breakfast too. I've had my pizza for breakfast and lunch. I guess I'll have bread pudding for supper. Oh well, it was really good. I'm really happy I went ahead and made it. And I imagine that making this with any kind of bread, especially brioche, I think it'd really be good with brioche. So I will let that be the end of the video. Thank y'all for coming by, and I hope you'll have a good evening, a good day, a good afternoon, and please remember to be kind to someone. Someone needs your kindness today. Bye.